Afghanistan has had a friendly relationship with Turkey for hundreds of years, and this relationship was strengthened via friendly agreement of May 1928 between the enlightened, futuristic, and founder of Afghan independence, Shah Ghazi Amanullah Khan, and the Turkish leader, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. The Afghan martyr's tomb of Çanak Castle of Turkey in the Turkish National Emancipation War against the aggressors hundreds of years ago, and the current presence of Turkish troops in Afghanistan against regional and international terrorism, and technical cooperation in the reconstruction of Afghanistan, prove the two-nation countries' in-depth relation and long-lasting and historical commonalities. Turkey, being a friendly country, has had tangible and evident cooperation and contributions to the military, economic, and cultural arenas of Afghanistan, and the governments of both countries have always been together in the history of friendship by adopting positive policies. According to the present requirements, and reforming the old and most problematic land system to a modern, sustainable, and responsive system, and addressing the current problems and realization of urgent policies and urgent needs of the government, Afghanistan Independent Land Authority, with study of various countries' land administration systems, considered and found the Turkish land administration system compatible and harmonious with the Afghan legal framework and current legislations of the country. In this regard, to achieve the establishment of electronic land administration system objective and bring fundamental reforms in the laws, strategies, policies, regulations, and standing operation procedures, the CEO of Afghanistan Independent Land Authority, in the sideline of the World Bank International Conference on Land and Poverty held in Washington, D.C., met the General Director of Tapu and Cadastre of friendly Turkish government for the first time and exchanged points of views. Agreeing on drafting a protocol to transfer professional and technical knowledge and successful experiences of friendly country to establish a modern and sustainable land administration system in Afghanistan was the main achievement of this meeting. Upon returning, the leadership of ILA, in consultation with directors and officers, drafted the envisaged protocol and submitted to the Foreign Ministry of Turkish government via diplomatic channel for agreement. The draft cooperation protocol was sent to the Turkish parliament for approval, and once the parliament ratifies the protocol and the partnership agreement with Turkey, the government and the Afghan people will see an acceleration of the implementation of the new land administration model in the country. The Afghanistan Land Authority agreed to organize a work bill in cooperation with FAO, TICA, and the World Bank on the preparation of a pre-programmed work plan, according to which the TICA and Arazi, with the technical assistance of FAO, formed and initiated an IDLP program in Afghanistan. A technical visit to Turkish modern land administration system and their implementation of the electronic land management system was the first step towards achieving the 100-year Afghans' goal of a 4-day joint visit comprised of Afghanistan Land Authority, Head of Appellate Court of Kabul, Head of Appellate Court of Herat of the country. In the next step, as per the invitation of the Afghan Land Authority, a delegation of 9 TKGM officials visited the Afghan land offices in Kabul and Herat for the first time on December 17, 2016. Similarly, in the next step, a technical team of 12 Turkish specialists, including cadastre and surveying officers of TKGM, arrived to Kabul on April 17, 2017, on a formal 14-day trip and commenced a joint discussion in drafting IDPL. Mr. Jawad Paikar, the CEO of Afghanistan Independent Authority, has enthusiastically pursued one of the most important duties and responsibilities for implementing one of the major national and future development plans for the government and subsequent generations of Afghanistan. In the composition of a delegation composed of CEO of Arazi, authorized representatives of FAO and World Bank went to Ankara of Turkey on 8th of October 2017 to finalize the IDPL, or Institutional Development Program, in Afghanistan, and after 4 days of joint work with Turkish partners, the plan was finalized. But in order to assess the work done and increase its potential, the consultation process with other international experts, the FAO and the World Bank continued through email, face-to-face interviews, and video conferencing for technical review. In this regard, a consultative workshop with the participation of senior government officials and international organizations and directors of different departments of the Afghan Land Authority was held in the headquarters to discuss and gain new ideas. The process of further elaboration of the plan was also finalized. Finally, the final draft was accepted after a thorough review by the CEO of Afghan Land Authority and the leadership of TKGM, which was appreciated in today's congregation. Obviously, according to the instruction of the High Council on Land and Water, and the tireless efforts of HE, the President of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, and the tireless effort of the leadership of the Afghan Land Authority, and the close cooperation of the friendly Turkish government, the blessings of the People's Hope and the Afghan government to provide public welfare for future generation and future governments will be fruitful. And with the implementation, IDPL, the land administration in Afghanistan, the great ideal and dream of the prestigious, honorable, futuristic, and founder of Afghanistan independence, Shah Ghazi Amanullah Khan, as well as the commitment of HE Excellency Mohammad Ashraf Ghani, President of Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, for the people to establish secured housing in the country are realized and executed. The implementation phase of the IDPL starts from the big cities and gradually expands to all parts of the country. The IDPL consists of three interrelated components. The first component is geoinformation infrastructure, including geodetic infrastructure and base mapping, land information system, and information communication technology, ICT. The second component is land registration that includes cadastre and land registration, as well as land titling. And ultimately, the third component is land policy and capacity development, including land code and establishment of Arazi's Technical and Vocational Institute. Undoubtedly, implementation of IDPL in Afghanistan will enhance opportunities for socioeconomic as well as large-scale and infrastructure development projects in Afghanistan. Through this program, Arazi will simplify state-guaranteed titling, create opportunities for private sector growth, seek domestic and foreign investments, reduce land conflicts and insecurity, and more importantly, fulfilling commitments to HE, the President of Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, to reform land administration system, safe housing for people, and preventing state, public, and private land grabbing in the country. It is worth mentioning that the international partners of the Afghanistan Land Authority, such as TICA, TKGM, and the World Bank, are interested to extend their technical support for the smooth implementation of the program. The leadership of the Afghanistan Land Authority wishes that implementation of IDPL paves the way for implementation of social and economic development programs in Afghanistan, so that other sectors can use the development methodology of this program as a good example and prosperous experience.